time is upon us, and we have finally escaped from the horribleness that is the zombie apocalypse. And now it is time for us to become wizards. Hello everyone, I'm Little McGriddle, and welcome to Life of a Wizard. I was pretty excited to do this one, but I held it off for some time because I didn't know. Well, there was a few things that I wasn't sure of. For one, I spent maybe 2 days coming up with the names for some of the characters that I've been introduced to so far. So I'll be getting to those in a second. And also I have been trying to come up with thumbnails for the videos to make it more exciting instead of just the boring old screen. So I've been trying to actually make this one a lot better than the other ones that I've done. But now we're going to get started with the story. Oh no, we're not. Oh my god, be bad. I simply can't start without my French vanilla. This one's a wizards from the kindly old white-bearded casters wearing robes with stars and moons, to the battle-hardened war mage throwing fireballs at dragons. The royal family has always had one on hand, a wise diviner to lead the kingdom into peace, or a dangerous conjurer to dominate all the land under one rule. Or perhaps a divine healer, an alchemist, or even a necromancer. The combinations are boundless. Let me tell you a story. I wasn't always a wizened old wizard. You know, wizards begin their lives the same as everyone else. I was born in a small village in the kingdom of Daria. King Norbert. Oh, King Norbert. Is that the dragon from Hagrid? That's cute. Sorry. And Queen Audrey reigned in the capital city of Tornassa, which was many miles away from my small village. I remember the day I was born. My parents were good people. My parents didn't want me. Okay, well, see, in real life, I have the problem. But I'm not going to talk about any of that. But the people I live with now, they're good people. So yes, my parents are good people. Absolutely great people. I gotta go. Okay, do you mind? Okay, thank you. They were loving individuals. They were very good to me. They're a precious little girl, of course. I am a girl. They named me. Now, I have my own name. Now, first of all, if none of you don't really think you agree with the names, then please tell me, because then I can go back and change some of the names if they seem weird or really stupid. But my name is Silverstorm. Look at that. It's already got that in there for me. I grew up in the village of Elmvale, where nearly everyone was human, although there was a few exceptions. The entire kingdom of Daria was like that. Besides the dwarves under the Grey Mountains, the elves in the Alderheart Forest, and the orcs in the wilderness to the west, our kingdom was very racially tolerant. When I was young, my parents and I were elves. I already got this part down packed. We're elves. I'm not going anywhere without elves. Yeah. It was sometimes difficult for me, being an elf growing up in a village of humans, but I managed. The myth about our longevity has been greatly exaggerated, and my parents were actually the same age as everyone else's. Elf faction plus 25, nature plus 25, and willpower plus 5. Awesome, we're off to a great start. My parents weren't poor. As always, we seemed to have what we needed when I was growing up. They always made sure I had nice clothes and good shoes. During the holidays, they always seemed to find enough coin to buy me a special toy and have a big meal. I still remember my mother's soft voice when she sang me to sleep, and my father's calm strength whenever I woke in the night from a bad dream. Aw, that's so sweet. Even as a young child, I was drawn into the unknown. I remember my first magical experience. Even though I was only 5 years old, I didn't know where my parents were. But I wandered off alone into the forest. Of course we're going to the forest because the woods is awesome when you're younger. I remember I wasn't scared. It was a wonderful adventure to me. I wandered through the trees and met some pixies. The little sprites flew around giggling. Tell me stories of the past. Oh my, why would you try to pull their wings off? That's awful. Played with them in their forest home. They taught me to bend the light. Ooh, nice. I thought they were leprechauns and kept asking them for their pot of gold. Oh my god, you're so stupid. Well, I am 5 years old, but I'm gonna go with it. They told stories of the past. The afternoon was filled with stories which gave me insight to a whole new world of magic and miracles. History plus 10. At the age of 7, I made a friend. Childhood friends are special since they remain part of you for the rest of your life, even after you've grown apart. My best friend was a girl. I went with a girl. Her name was... No, I got her name. Okay, so that is... Let me see here. Let me go with this. I don't know if I should be going just the first name. I'm going to type in her whole name, though. Lavinia Foxburr. That's a specific last name for her type of family. Excuse me. Lavinia Foxburr. That's the name of my friend. She was an... Oh no. Oh yeah, no, this was for halfling, so she's a halfling. Yeah. We got along really well, even though I was an elf and Lavinia Foxburr was a halfling. We spent a lot of time together. Prince Gareth, the heir to the royal throne, was 17 at the time. His younger sister, Princess Emily, was 2 years younger. I often sometimes pretended I was Princess Emily. Lavinia and I often played at being royalty, among other games. We were nearly inseparable. Dude, yes, we used to play imaginary games in the forest. Oh my god, I used to love doing that. No. Oh, okay, got the right one. We had a wonderful time among the trees. We also learned a lot about the various plants and animals that made the forest their home. Yeah, that's cool. Nature plus 10, body plus 2, and willpower plus 2. There was a bully in my village who was a few years older than me. Yes, even I had this kind of trouble when I was a child. Oh, don't we all? He terrorized my childhood, and I have his name. I can't, oh, okay, there we go. Okay, his name is going to be Orok. Orok, can we see that? Okay, yeah, there we go. He's an orc. I hate orcs. Oh, okay, alright, well, he's still an orc, so I guess I'll have to put half orc. Orcs were always known to be aggressive. It was a pity that Orok fulfilled that stereotype. Oh boy, how wonderful. Ah, sorry. Okay, I remember the first day Orok started picking on me. And what I would have done, I guess I would have tried reasoning with him. I guess. I was still beaten up, which made me wonder what caused his anger. Personality plus 2, diplomacy plus 10, good plus 1. I was 7 years old when I started noticing the difference between boys and girls. Oh boy. Attracted to girls, attracted to boys. I was attracted to both boys and girls. Well, I'm not basing it off me or my personality, but I'm just going to put out there that my character is attracted to both. That year, she met a very special boy. He's so sweet. Also, I have his name. So, that his name. Farandul Hawk Song. Okay, let me get this right. Farandul Hawk Song. I don't know if I should include the last name. No, whoa, no. Farandul was an elf, of course, because that is an elf name. My parents were happy that I had a crush on an elf like me. We did everything together. Farandul and I started as friendship, but the years went by. Our feelings matured into love. I experienced new emotions that I couldn't describe. I did everything I could just to be in his presence, like helping his parents at their smithy, general store, farm in Temple or Lumberyard. Alright then. Well, I guess I'm just gonna go with and say their, I don't know, well, I guess farm. I don't know. I even learned about planting seasons and other secrets of the soil. Farandul was my first love. I still remember how soft his lips were when I kissed him for the first time. Oh my, oh, okay then. How wonderful. I'll never forget those wonderful days. Life in Elmville was pleasant, and it was a beautiful place to grow up. There was a sparkling river that ran through the center of it, and farms all around us. We had all of the amenities of a small town as well. I spent most of my time with Lavinia, my best friend. My nights were filled with dreaming about Farandul Hawk Song. Oh my god. Okay then. So, oh. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with taking moonlit walks with Farandul. I don't even know if I'm saying his name right. Oh. We would walk through the farmers' fields where the sky was wide open above us. I knew some of the constellations, but just had as much fun making up names and stories for those we didn't know. I stole many kisses during those late night walks. I remember one day we found a little puppy in a back alley. Aw, no, that poor puppy. It looked so sad and lonely. Aw, which made me think it didn't belong to anyone. It was very dirty and had a broken leg. Aw, that poor puppy. Oh, that's awful. Why would anyone do that? Why would anyone decide to throw rocks at a puppy until it died? That's just terrible. I nursed it back to health. Hell yes, I did. I fed it and kept it clean until its leg healed. It was a strong little dog. I was 12 years old when tragedy struck. Rumors of trouble had been building up for weeks, but as a kid I never paid attention to any of it. One day I saw the streets full of smoke. At first I thought it was the great dragon Pernaxus breathing fire upon my small village. That wasn't the case. Soon I learned the raiders were setting fire to houses and stores. Our small village was being attacked by, well, I don't want to say dwarves. I want to say orcs. I don't know why. Just, I don't like orcs. So, I bet it was orcs. I wondered where King Norbert was and why his soldiers weren't there to protect us. I later learned that most of Daria had been attacked that year. The king really had his hands full. I did the only thing I could think of. Looted the corpses, hid in the basement of the house. That's pretty crappy. Grabbed a sword to protect my friends and family. Or, well, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I saw one of the orc raiders kill the town guard, so I picked up his sword. I wasn't sure if I could actually kill anything with it, but it felt good in my hands. A raider came around the corner, surprising me. There was a scuffle and the raider ended up dead. A few villagers saw the end of the fight. I became a local hero. Oh, nice. Alright then. The orc raiders were ruthless. Many people were killed and several buildings were burned down. Ah! Oh no. Oh my god. Okay. My parents were killed. My first love, Farandul, was killed. Lavinia was killed. Or I was very badly injured. I don't want anyone to die. Since I can choose, I'll just say that I was badly injured. I don't even remember exactly how it happened. I woke up in bed nearly a week after the raid was over. That's how I got the scar across my face. It made it hard to concentrate for the rest of that summer. It didn't go unnoticed to me that Orok, the bully, was a half-orc, like the attackers. It was just a mean-spirited thought, as Orok had nothing to do with the raid. The attack changed everything, putting an end to my carefree days as a child. Oh my god, that sucks. I likely would have had a few more years of fun and innocence, but after the attack I had to get a job and become an adult. Isn't that what we all have to do these days? And since it's what we have to do, I guess we're gonna find our own place and find a job. Life was hard as a young adult, but I earned a living with doing what? Nature guide. Oh, I want to be a nature guide. We're gonna become a nature guide. Yes, I've decided. We're becoming a nature guide. I was hired by priests, herbalists, and healers to go into the woods to collect rare regents. I was also hired by people for hunting trips, fishing trips, and general camping. I traveled far and wide, but kept returning to my village. My elvish heritage made such an occupation delightful for me. Aw, hell yeah. My parents were really nice to Farindul, and they were happy we were together. I have always been thankful for the support of my wonderful parents. They helped me make the person I am today. Oh, I used to pick wildflowers for his hair. Oh, how lovely. Wow, that is the rudest thing ever. Look at this one. It says, I was cruel to Farindul Hawksong, but I wouldn't allow a breakup. Oh, alright then. I want to say I picked wildflowers for his hair. That sounds really cheesy or something. I was quite the romantic. Yeah, in real life I'm not. Whatever. When I was 14, Orok, the bully, and some of his friends cornered me in an alley. I thought that now I was a nature guide, these types of things wouldn't happen. Orok didn't see it that way. Yeah, of course. Oh yeah. Hey, so you remember that dog that came and helped us? He came back and helped me fight them off. They had me cornered, when suddenly the dog dove over my shoulder and landed right on Orok, digging his teeth into his arm while Orok screamed in pain and surprise. The dog let go after a few minutes and Orok and the other bullies ran away. I knew at that moment that I could form a special bond with this wonderful animal. Did I find my familiar that day? Yes I did. I kept the dog, because that dog is awesome, and I love him. So I named it, I have to name it. Okay. I didn't come up with a name for the dog. I'm just gonna name him Shadow. No. Shadow never left my side. You're probably wondering when my magical training began. I became a mighty wizard after all, yet so far my story has begun about my childhood. I was 15 years old when I left my job as a nature guide. Oh man, why? Why'd you gotta do that? Stole a magical ring? No. Parents told me a family secret? I'd seen enough magic in my life to know I wanted to be a wizard. Yeah, I'll just go with that. Life as a nature guide just wasn't enough for me. I'd seen magic in my life and was amazed by its grandeur. I had heard of the academy, so I decided to follow my dream and become a wizard. Arcana plus 15. What's Arcana? I feel really dumb. Farindul Hawksong was sad to hear that I was leaving. I'm sorry. Oh, I don't want to break up. Wait. So I just promised to remain true. Farindul promised to wait for me. Well. We made love before I left, or we had a final kiss. I'm just gonna go with a kiss. It was beautiful. Okay, yes, it was. I knew I needed a horse to get to the academy. It was in yeah. Huh. It was in the royal city of Tarnassa, many miles away. I'll just borrow the money. Spirit. I want to name him Spirit. I knew of a few lenders who would take my business. They charged me 90 gold for a 75 gold piece horse. It was robbery of the legal kind. I mounted up and left my village. I didn't know it at the time, but my magic would end up greatly extending my horse's lifespan. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Spirit. Yeah, I left home. Woo! Awesome, we did it. We left home. Needless to say, Shadow, my dog, came with me. I had a nice little party before I left. We had it in the newly rebuilt tavern since the old one had been burned down during the orc raid. I think Farindul put it together. We drank a lot, and Lavinia got really drunk. My mother cried as I told, oh my god. Oh my god. My ear. I went deaf in my left ear. Oh boy, this is a nightmare. Oh, I can't hear anything. Okay then. My mother cried as I told her that I would try to write home as often as I could. I gave up on the life of a nature guide and left for the academy the next day. Oh, fair enough. Of course, this is the life of a wizard, not a nature guide, I guess. Okay, so... choking. I think we're gonna go one more chapter before I put an end to this, because I really didn't want to stop it right there. So, the trip to Tarnassa went well. I spent the first day as a tourist, just seeing the sights. King Norbert and Queen Audrey's castle was impressive. I stared up at the towers, hoping to catch a glimpse of Prince Gareth, who was now 25, or Princess Emily, who was 2 years younger. I didn't see any royalty that day. The next morning I went to the academy. This is where all the great mages had learned their skills, including their royal advisor, Frauledan. The academy was financed by the Mage Guild, which was nice since it meant I didn't have to pay anything. I stood at the entrance to the academy, uncertain as to how to proceed. Why have you come? The voice came from a little old man sitting on a rock next to the doors leading to the academy. He was very small, and his bald head made him seem vulnerable. Who are you? I asked. I am Master Durgan, the doorkeeper to this academy. Why have you come? Because I want to learn magic. I don't want to learn necromancy. That's horrible shit. Master Durgan nodded. That is an honest answer and the best reason to have come. There are other schools to learn regular subjects, but only the academy teaches magic. Please come inside. He smiled knowingly and led me to the testing chamber. Oh my. Arcana +5, Alchemy 5, Conjuration 5, Divination 5, Divination. Professor Trelawney, are you here as well? Enchantment 5, Illusion 5, Summoning 5, Transmutation +5. Transmutation? Hey, it's Professor McGonagall. No, I'm just kidding. Master Durgan. Sounds like a singing dragon, but like everyone else says it. Master Durgan placed his hands on my head and concentrated. After a few moments, he nodded his bald head in approval. Yes, the spark is within you. Welcome to the academy. I was given a room in the academy, which included a bed, a desk, and a chair. It was very sparse, but it was my own. I was also given a schedule of classes. My training as a wizard had begun. Although I learned many things at the academy, my favorite class was summoning, illusion, enchantment, divination. No, I don't like divination. Nor alchemy. Summoning? Well, I think I'll go with transmutation. Changing one thing into another. A transmuter can turn an ordinary sword into a magical one, or a person's flesh into stone. Oh, hell yeah. That's my niche. I was on the road to becoming a transmuter. Well, I think we just made it official that we are now on the path of becoming a transmuter wizard. I don't know what that means for us, or me in that case, but let's keep going. My classes went well as I began to learn the arcane arts. It was a lot of work reading ancient tombs and trying to force mystical energies to do as I wished. I learned a little bit of everything that was taught during my time at the academy. Arcana plus 10, alchemy 10, conjuration 10. Everything seems to be a plus 10, so I don't know if I should include that I met a friend or made a friend. I feel like I should worry about my studies, but also we gotta have friends, right? Okay then. Right. I made a friend. She was also a student. Alright then, well there's that problem, so I'll be right back. Okay, so we have met Lava Thane, and she is a dwarf. So now we have met and made a friend of a dwarf named Lava Thane. Racial diversity was even more prominent in the capital city of Tornassa, especially at the academy. It seemed natural that an elf and a dwarf would be friends. I learned a lot about her culture. We met in transmutation class. We got talking, and it turned out that her big passion was it's gardening. Sword fighting, making toy soldiers. What? Oh my god. Okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to choose, but I'm gonna go with sword fighting. Lava Thane knew a lot of styles and moves. Some of the other students found it funny that Lava Thane continued this hobby at the academy. Even though it seemed very unwizardly, I was talked into sparring a few times. Although I usually lost, this practice did make me get better over time. My summoning class was always interesting. We learned to create protective circles and to bring forth all kinds of animals, demons, and elementals from various planes. It was important to maintain control of the creatures that were summoned. I had a really difficult summoning assignment during my first year. Oh my god. I don't want to cheat. No, I don't want to cheat. I'm not going to use my dog to cheat either. I'm just going to study. That's all I can do is study and work hard. I summoned a water sprite, and my teacher was content, even though the creature soaked everyone in the front row. Ha! Got him. Lava Thane and I spent a lot of time together. It was nice to have a friend at the academy. We like to pull pranks on teachers. Oh, no, I don't want to be that one person. It's technically not good to spend all your time studying. Okay, well, studied weaponry together, volunteered at the school infirmary. I'm gonna go with we studied weaponry. The academy spent all of its time teaching us how to use magic, but we both agreed that it was still important to remain in good shape and learn how to fight. Luckily, we found a retired soldier who was willing to teach us a few things. One of the new subjects that we had to study at the academy was Arcana. This included everything from the theory of magic to magical artifacts. We learned about the nature of reality and how our mystical energies were able to change the very fabric of existence. It was. I had trouble sitting still through long lectures. I wasn't much of a bookworm. Probably not. I get a fifth-year student sold me a potion that helped me concentrate better in class. The potion kept me awake and focused, allowing me to make better notes and study longer. I learned a lot of Arcana, but when I ran out of potion, I was sick for weeks. Oh, drugs. It was during my second year at the academy that I had my big divination test. Oh no, not this. We were given a blank piece of paper and told to write down the answer. Our task was to use our magic to divine what the question was. I'm gonna study more. I divined that the question was, what is the teacher's favorite number? It was 7. I wrote that down and passed the test. What? Okay, why was it specifically 7? No. The academy was filled with young men and women who were filled with hopes and dreams. Despite the fact that we were studying knowledge that seemed better suited to older people, we still acted like kids sometimes. I am staying true to Farandul. Magical education was more important to me than romance, so I concentrated on my studies. Hey, god damn it, I swear if you forget about Farandul, I am going to kick your butt. My alchemy class involved a lot of memorization. I had to know what each ingredient did, how they reacted to each other, and what type of incantation would make each potion stable. It was a very difficult project that year. Again, I guess I'm going to study. Eventually, I made the proper potion. Yes, there you go. Oh my god. Okay. There was a terrible accident in my transmutation class at the beginning of my 3rd year. We were taking turns working on a standard spell when a young red-haired boy's magic went wild. The walls turned translucent and shiny as the brick turned to glass. A loud crack silenced everyone in the room, but there was no time to think before the roof came crashing down upon us. Yeah! A new episode of Joy of Creation. That's awesome. Please go away. Go. Go. Thank you. Many students were badly injured from flying glass and falling stone. Hi, anything I can do to help out. I knew a little bit about healing, and I was able to help a few students with their wounds. Unfortunately, one student still died in the accident, although it was still a good thing I was there. I remember the day I heard a knock upon my door. Can it be Farandul? Was he at the door? Please tell me it was him. I showed Farandul at the sights. We were unfortunate to have a flock of griffins pass overhead during his visit. It was very beautiful. Nature +10. A huge fight and broke up. Oh my god, no, that will literally break my heart. I would not be able to concentrate through the rest of this series or this story if that happened. I don't want it to happen, so I'm not going to make it happen. Well, hey man. Hey. Oh. Yeah, you go do that. You make some sweet love to your sweetheart. Yeah. It was well worth the wait. I felt that our bond had matured over the years, and it made our time together even more sweet. Yay! My conjuration class was very practical. We learned to throw fire and create magical shields for combat, casting, and dueling. I still won't win my share of duels since I know how to fight. Okay, I'll use 25 fighting if I have it. The trick was to rush my opponent and interrupt her casting. Once I did that, I had more time to cast my own offensive spells. My teacher gave me many texts by other wizards who had fought the same way. I was beginning to learn that the academy is a very dangerous place. I had made it to my 4th year, but I was becoming less concerned with the graduation rate and more ill at ease with the survival rate. Another accident took place in my summoning class. Some student had gained access to the Archmage's personal library and learned a spell they couldn't control. I filed that thought away for later. The idea that extra powerful tombs were kept apart was very interesting. The spell began normally as the student made the necessary gestures and said they needed magic swords. Unfortunately, he missed a key component of the spell, and the snakes he summoned were out of control. To make matters worse, they were poisonous and extremely aggressive. They immediately began to attack everyone in sight. Holy crap! What are we doing in this school? I don't want the snakes to bite me. I don't know if I have enough fighting, but that's the only choice. I grabbed the closest thing I could find, a chair, and began to fight the snakes. They fell one at a time and nobody was seriously injured. After a few minutes, the corpses disappeared, returned to where they had come from. Everyone congratulated me on my heroism. I don't know how poisonous their venom was. I was just glad that I wasn't bitten. My enchantment exam was very interesting. The academy hired a man from a nearby town for us to work on magic on. He stood at the front of the class and we were told to use our enchanting spells to make him do what we wanted. What? I ain't cheating by flirting with anybody. I'm gonna stick with my one love, Farandul. Always and forever. Again, I'm gonna choose the same answer the whole time. I'm gonna say that I studied hard. I learned enough to get by. I was able to use a decent fear spell on the man that caused him to run out of the room. He was likely already terrified at having the students cast their uncontrolled spells at him. I remember that fateful day in my 4th year when all classes were cancelled. Good King Norbert had... Oh no, not good King Norbert had died, and Prince Gareth, who was 28 years old at the time, was to be our new king. All of the wizards of the academy gathered for the coronation ceremony. The royal wizard, Fraladan, smiled at his students from his place of honor near the prince and princess. He held his gnarled wooden staff in his hands and smiled through his thick white beard. King Norbert's widow, Queen Audrey, looked very sad. She had obviously loved her husband very much. Princess Emily looked very sad as well. Her lightly curled brown hair laid across her shoulders, and her deep brown eyes had a shine to them that showed that she had been crying. Ah, that's sad. Prince Gareth seemed eager to assume the crown, his dark gaze never leaving the official who was conducting the coronation. After the ceremony, the festivities began. I saw Archmage Lassius sitting with Fralad. These names are going to get very confusing. Fraladan, foremost of the celebration. Kyle, Lassius the familiar, was nowhere to be seen. The raven was likely flying high in the sky and out of sight. Can I sat with my fellow students and enjoy the festivities? Yes, of course. I am not going to force myself upon others and say that I'm famous. Sat with my fellow students. The food and wine flowed freely as the royal family was honoring King Norbert as well as King Gareth at the celebration. It was a very monumental event. Everyone was sad that King Norbert had died. He had been a good king. We all had great hopes for our new monarch, King Gareth. The kingdom of Daria waited in eager anticipation to see what kind of king he would be. My illusion teacher took the occasion to implement a unique type of test. Our class gathered that night to cast entertainments to the sky for everyone to enjoy. Okay. Again, I'm going to study. I learned enough to get by. I created... Why am I always saying... You can't just get by. That's not enough to get far in life. I created a few balls of light to soar up into the clouds, and it was enough to get a passing grade. So was my math class. My days in the academy were numbered. I only had one more year after this one. Perhaps this was the reason that I started thinking about romance. No! What? No! I refuse to break up with Farandul. No. 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 Even though most of you disagree with me, I don't care. I'm going to stay true to Farandul. I took Farandul Hawksong to the tournament yards to watch the jousting and sword fighting. It was a very popular form of entertainment. We held hands as we walked around the tournament. There was a lot going on. Oh, cool. Okay, I know. I'm going to go watch the bards put on a show. It was a crowd pleaser. The Tale of Parnaxus. The show was a little sad since all the stories ended with the great dragon Parnaxus eating the heroes. Faerindul, Hawksong, and I didn't mind. We held hands and watched the drama, enjoying each other's company more than the show itself. We had a wonderful time at the tournament and returned to the academy that night. How sweet, but I'm not going to be a creep. I'm just going to let them share a beautiful goodnight kiss. Good night, Faerindul. Love you. It was very sweet. I was madly in love with Faerindul. Whatever the future of the academy held in store as the challenges it would bring, I knew that I would be at his side. My studies in the tower didn't deal exclusively with magic. The royal wizard Fralidan was a great example. As the court mage, he was constantly being relied upon to know about the world around him in order to effectively advise the king. Sometimes the wizard's sagely knowledge was just as beneficial as their arcane power. I hate geography. I don't want to study that. Diplomacy? No thanks. I think I'm going to learn about agriculture. I felt that farming was the backbone to society. Without food, everyone would die. Well, actually, the bees have something to do with that. My 5th and final year at the academy was very thrilling. I had been hearing about Archmage Lassius's private library since I first arrived. Oh man. Pardon me. Hello, welcome. I'm back. It's okay, I'm fine. I want to go in there though, but I can't. As a regular student, I had no way to get into the library. The contents of the Archmage's library remained a mystery to me at that time. My transmutation class was pretty boring, although it might have just have been the teacher. We always seemed to be doing the same things. Turn a stone into bronze, then to iron, then to gold. That might sound like it should have been financially lucrative, but it wasn't. We used to spend hours in order to create the tiniest bit of gold from other material. I think I could have made the same amount of money for the time it took working at a normal job. I knew that transmutation would eventually allow you to turn an enemy to stone, or to craft an item without giving it special powers, but that was very advanced magic. We were each given a finely crafted statue of King Gareth at the beginning of the year. They had all been sculpted from stone by very talented artisans. Our task was to convert the statue into ruby, the royal gemstone. Oh, hell yeah, I'll do that. Some of the other students lost some of the carved features, like a finger, an ear, or a nose. My King Gareth ruby statue was flawless. It was great. The other students were very envious of my talent as a transmuter. When it came to give the statues to the royal family, I waited and returned it and gave it into anticipation for the praise, and I was bound to receive. I don't want to keep it for myself. That seems very selfish. The praise came from the king's sister, Princess Emily. I later heard that the king simply broke the delicate statues into ruby pieces for his treasury. At least the princess saw my talent. Oh my god. Okay, that makes me pissed. We know I put a lot of hard work into that statue. Achievement. Graduated. Graduate from the Academy of Wizards. Oh yeah. I wish school would go by that fast in real life. Sadly it doesn't. I need more coffee. It was a nervous time for all students. When they reached the end of their 5th year, the courses had been difficult, and although I had learned a lot of magic, I was afraid of what my final grades would be. I remember being called into Archmage Lassius's office to see my final evaluation. Sile, his raven, sat on a wooden stand in the corner as I looked over my grades. Oh, final transcript for Silverstorm. We passed! We passed all our classes! Hell yeah! I breathed a sigh of relief. I'd passed all of my courses. I would be graduating and receiving my wizardly robes. Congratulations, Archmage Lassius said as Sile watched me from her stand with her black shiny eyes. I had done it. I was a graduate of the academy. This was a great accomplishment for me, and I knew they would definitely set me off on the right foot for the next stage of my life. Gained wizardly robes. You have gained wizardly robes. I don't know. I remember packing up my bags, books, and other belongings. The academy had been my home for 5 years, and I was a little nervous about what the future held. At least I wouldn't be alone. Shadow, my dog, would be at my side. Even though I no longer had a schedule over teachers, my education as a wizard was far from over. I would continue to grow and learn for the rest of my life. I had a large decision to make. I had to decide if I would continue to be a transmuter or if I should generalize my studies. Oh shit. No, but I actually don't think we should just be stuck with one thing. We should go out and try out everything, you know, just to give it a shot. I left the academy and returned to Elmvale, my home village. Spirit, my horse, seemed eager to be on the road. My parents were very happy to see me, and they were so proud that I had graduated. It was really good to see Lavinia Foxborough again. Fairendul Hawksong rushed out to greet me with a hug and a kiss, glad that I had returned. I had a lot to think about now that my life as a student was over. The next logical step for any wizard was to find traveling companions and set out on an adventure. I stayed a few weeks in my village, but I knew that this was no longer my home. Oh man, you can't be serious. I tearfully said goodbye to everyone, explaining that I needed some time alone to find my place in the world. I promised that I would send word as soon as I could. I mounted Spirit and left my village. My destiny awaited. Oh, no. Does that mean that I left Fairendul behind? Why? Well, okay, I'm going to stop there. So, those are the first 2 chapters. I gotta say, I am actually excited to continue playing this one. I say I'm a lot more excited than I was with Zombie Exodus. There's just so much more to this one, and magic and all that stuff is kind of up my alley because I love fantasy and all that stuff a lot. So it's really cool that I get to playing this one now. But so that's gonna be it for now. There will be another video on this soon. Maybe another one this week. I don't know when the regular uploads for this one will be yet, but I'm gonna figure it out. But for now, thank you for watching. And if you liked it, hit that button down below. And if you want to play this game for yourself, links in the description. And with that, I will catch you all in the next episode and or video, or whatever else we do next, because we don't know. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome.